Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that
You don't understand it.
I didn't know how to face you. Because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could...
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband,
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best of
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh,
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. and it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malouse told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well. Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the Guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town. building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Removing a cereal, so I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of jokes aside. I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for...
must be recorded.
Shower me with surge.
Everlasting as the moon!
Hold that pose!
I hear children singing. Overruled.
The academia? Oh, what happened this time?
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial growth. Up with that.
This shall not be my fate. Transfixed!
hard-hitting it.
Laid bare.
Wayne.
Transfixed.
Stop that! Time to shine! Truth bomb!
Laid bare. Witness my lies.
Let my name echo in song! Sage! Oh, my camera! Smile! Take these photos to the Steambird. Taking shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth makes me feel safe. Like being home. Strike a pose! Shower me with praise!
Transfers of supplies must be reported.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio. The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing they're... Strike a pose!
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion. An impressive bounty. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion. Everlasting as the moon!
Wait. Hold that pose! How rude! Gah.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion. Only in the grip. Laid bare. Witness my rise. Overruled.
My guiding stars, don't be scared. Absorption test. Stay clear. Swirl. Mark 2. Judgment.
Laid bare. This is where you fall.
Run!
The night is cold.
Animo Tech 6308! Absorption Tech! Transfixed! Everlasting as the moon! Judgment! Lights out!
My guiding stars. Hold. Mine. Stay clear. Animo Tech 6308. Enhance. Surge. Smile. Breaking new. Time to shine. A moonlit night for all.
Transfixed! Witness my rise! Overruled!
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Hold that pose! Shower me with praise!
bear.
Time to shine!
Overruled. Witness my rise.
Showing you! Say cheese! Smile! And mine still needs a headline. Converge.
Transfixed. My turn.
Strike a pose! Wait. A new moon rises. Let my name echo in song!
Overruled.
I can do it.
laid bare.
Stay clear!
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Today's recommendation.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries.
Ah, some. massive bounty.
Animo test 6308!
Ah, something with which to commemorate. Laid bare. My turn. Everlasting as the moon! What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Humidity levels are increasing. Think we should run some tests? The sun is already out? Oh, okay. Just one last experiment, and then we can get some rest. Last one, I promise. Gyutan mentioned you've been great! It turns out but that's the thing. The word from Officer C said I was wondering if we could invite them once they're here, that way. What a wonderful idea! Alright, I'll give you all the Would you care to sit down? If you ever have it... ashtray. I haven't been out in a while.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer in
What? Is Paimon seeing things? Is that a Dodoko? No, there really is a Dodoko over there. And it looks just like... It looks like Barbaroth.
Oh my, what a coincidence this is. Traveler? Paimon?
Why is there something so fishy about hearing such a powerful fortune teller?
Perhaps, but it's no. As a descender from beyond this world, hence why most fortune tellers, but happily, this particular coincidence couldn't. And since I had some free time, oh yes.
See? Didn't I tell you? Someone with so many friends was bound to recognize them all. Hi, you two. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Indeed, if Alice hadn't insisted.
But then you... Besides, as Major, it's the dream of every child to receive wonderful gifts, go on grand undertakings, and watch mysterious prophecies unfold.
And there's no point arguing with Alice. Anyway, if I can... So here I am. I don't have time to go around divining things.
Is that why you've set up this stall? So you can sit and wait for them to arrive?
Don't worry, I'm not just sitting around.
That's right. And I installed sensors on Barbie's and Dodoko will give a happy...
What are you doing back here? Take your...
All right, keep your hat on. Just 1 second. There you go, Barbie. This one's yours. I hardly put any sugar in it, I promise.
When you say...
Back to business. I've even decided to picture it.
Unfortunate.
Fate. And as I do hate...
Then we'd be the ones disrupting the...
Seeing as the people in the prophecy already have ties to the traveler, in theory, their fates are already intertwined. If the traveler steps in to invite them and hurry things along...
Reliable as always. For the sake of the party, it's in your... Barbie, why are you...
I'm using it...
I just need...
Take it. Go on. You have my approval. Wow, this would be the perfect location for shooting a film.
Dino? Present!
Better hold back this
Change of plan. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Preparing for dust-up.
You poor lost lamb.
Surge. Whirl, where to? Stay clear.
Better hold back this
Change of plan.
Ultimatum protocol.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulate.
Annihilation mode.
Change of plan. By the frost moon of old, leave this place.
Ultimatum protocol.
Converge. Stay clear.
You poor lost. Installation chamber deployed.
Change of plan.
Annihilation mode.
Surge. A new moon rises. Animal Tech 6308. Swirl.
Ultimatum protocol.
Leave this place with one heart. Defensive mode engaged.
Annihilation mode.
Forest, protect us by the frost moon of old.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights in it.
much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. So much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
So much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
So hard to pick the perfect gift. So much quieter outside.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. Outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside. So hard to pick the perfect gift. So much quieter.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
So hard to pick the perfect gift. So much quieter outside.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him. Sure. I will let...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs...
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Mars. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the office.
Yes, I've never...
Oh, you were at the...
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf. I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, if anyone dare...
Thank you, Uncle. Do you have any new thoughts?
The confrérie was... Then I heard the sound of a gunshot.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself.
Sounds good. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage.
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that anyway. Even
But where should we start? Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
according to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn... Makes sense. But besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with them? If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when...
Uncle Marcel? And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of... Still really hard for me to imagine, though. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own... Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning, but as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't...
So you're saying he's too...
Exactly. He can't. And even... who could it be? You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these 3, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the 3, the rationale he gave me made up the suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for...
Huh? Aren't you the guy?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What? Is that...
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind this.
Wait, how?
That's what I thought was strange about it. So, if the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Just since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will... You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do... I won't have any chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in...
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malus, Silver, when did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require... It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance. Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth product. You're right. And Navia's probably arguing...
It would appear that I must repeat my question again. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the However, I did hear that people who have been charged, in which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend. I've got to admit, that's one of the most When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon one. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat.
No.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the...
That case had nothing to do with it. Huh? What? Why is she interjecting?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide... But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can
Oh, please. Did you ever... We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, A young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How So, Your Honor, is there nothing else?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is
That person. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means, and if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also...
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia, members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so... Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney.
Apologies, sir. I think an attorney won't be necessary.
Very well.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago. To the case that only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we...
Navia, do you really think... Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm...
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh every...
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, laid... The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarande in the ensuing duel. And these are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father... After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea. This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead. The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin. A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used, but now it is clear that the clothes were proof that since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus.
That's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they...
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said.
Then, may I ask some questions? 1.
I'm afraid...
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home!
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be...
Why do I feel like Farina's acting...
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the lab.
My second question has to do with the ensuing... Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been...
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live, or if I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pain.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't some-
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm, alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder. But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reason?
I suppose you're gonna tell me.
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for...
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising! Now we can swim to the top! But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Stay clear! Absorption test!
Now the path is clear! Let's go! Though, as expected, the mastermind. That's right. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why? Huh? You mean the girls from? And then they were, and all the boxes of things. These names. Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an Yeah, this should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determines the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he can act whenever he wants to make our life. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can just... Paimon will take notes on this and... What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 20... Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's why he did... Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vache was no victim... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case... Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the... Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems... Yeah! We haven't found anything that reveals it. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to... Sure thing. You take that Really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you've... Aw. It's just a normal diary, So many! A whole page's worth! The final name Marcel! Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for... Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I've merely...
I was waiting.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my...
Just how often do you intend...
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence... But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and we already... After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting. You even created Marcel as a new...
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performance... And with that, Marcel's motive has now...
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing... Well, Marcel... You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away. Instead of so, you never noticed how...
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination...
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend your...
Do you pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to Vinier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she... But I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be...
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have? I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed... I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! Vinier, please, Vinier! Don't think back.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charge is...
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vinier. During an underwater expedition, Vinier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vinier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn and just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case. With the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he
With that, the serial...
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought?
Yippee! We have now. He's hurt so many innocent people. Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were...
The day our late boss had always hoped for is...
Yeah. See, Papa?
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really—
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need—
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that the guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose. We now turn to the Oratrice. According to the judgment, guilty.
What?
Hey! What's with this verdict?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice...
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of...
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the all I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
I don't know what happened there.
What does Lady Verena mean by that?
She says she has no idea either?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been...
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty...
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, and of course, for every performance there is a script. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and complete. All shall be revealed in time. You will come to Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this...
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into...
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that... However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will...
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up, you've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that... The Fountain of Lucine? Then... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile?
Paimon agrees!
This request, is it...
Of course! Wait, no, it's...
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy... Very well. I will...
Your Honor,
I will go with him. You do not need to worry.
In that case...
Thank you, Your Honor. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Vacher!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you...
Vinier, it's me!
Vacher?
I'm here!
Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vacher!
Vacher? Why did you come? You look a lot...
It's been more than 20 years, all this time. Oh, I must be dreaming.
Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live.
But Vacher, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you. If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top. If not for you, I would have continued. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my... It's all because of yourself.
Wait, you are...
You're right. I am not. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the thing? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a coward. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing.
No! Vignier! She can't hate me. Let me see her.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vacher.
Vacher?
Vacher.
Vacher! 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Ah, well met, partner. I knew something.
Even this weather can't put a down.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a...
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon.
Sounds like you're really...
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Seine. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from...
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all...
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after... well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Road. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial
Oh, yeah. She told...
Anyway, I told...
Now...
Oh, and in other news...
Oh, are you two on better terms?
While you were investigating Vacher's headquarters, Clorinde gave... It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took...
Oh, that's great!
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually...
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth. And on top of that,
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
is a really admirable...
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the...
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop. Huh. This is where my father's grave is.
Huh? There's someone there.
Hmm?
Isn't that Neuvillette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to... I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over...
In that case, I will...
You really could use some pointers on understanding In any case, why did you come...
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important, which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful... I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than... So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Huh? Oh, no. Paimon... Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so...
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia...
We ran into Navia on the...
I see.
Well, it's...
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return. That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the...
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before...
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro?
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the... Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, She has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? Your sibling. Another blonde hair. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter. Is there anything else?
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special—
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to—
But today, the primordial sea no longer— What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly—
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But—
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? My apologies. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored—
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger, if we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with—
Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor to— It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock.
All right. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped. You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest? Navia said something about having a place ready for us there, didn't she? Come on, let's